Hello there. Welcome back to the channel, The Young Black Professional. I'm Olivia, and today I'm here with three unconventional items that have helped make working from home easier or better or just quicker for me, I guess we can say. And hopefully they can be helpful to you too. I found them all on Amazon and got them within 2 or 3 days, despite any and all shipping delays. But they really helped me, and I hope that they help you. I will leave links to them down in the description bar below. But if you have any items that have helped you that weren't mentioned, please let me know in the comments. Anything that can help me is a blessing, and hopefully I'm helping you, and that can be a blessing to you as well. But let's get into these items. Please feel free to share this if you feel somebody else can benefit from any of these items, or if you have benefited from any of these also, let me know in the comments. I'd love to have a discussion or just to hear about how they've helped you. And let's get to the first item. I know you're wondering what the heck this huge thing is next to me, but we're not going to talk about that yet. I'm going to make you wait a little bit, just a little bit. And we're going to talk about the first thing that has made life much easier for me when I'm working from my West Coast office, which is my bed, and that is this lap desk. And most lap desks I don't really like because there's no cup holder. I do wish that this one had a cup holder, but what I like about this one is that there's this area for a mouse. It's kind of like a mouse pad. It's not mouse pad material per se, but it's like a pleather or a vegan leather. And I like it because I do use my mouse a lot, even though I have a laptop with a trackpad in there. I have a MacBook, but it just makes navigating a lot easier and a lot quicker for me personally. I like that it has this little, I guess, inset here and also here. In this inset, I could theoretically fit my iPad, which I don't have on me right now. But in this inset, I can definitely fit my phone, which is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I always get the Max version of an iPhone if I'm upgrading an iPhone because I just like the screen real estate. But the fact that this can fit in there is nice. It is a little annoying though if you need to unlock your phone, because you'll need to either pick it up or do something to get that bottom piece up. And also on the 12 Pro Max, it seems like the microphone is on the bottom of the phone, because I've had conversations and things where I've held the phone from the bottom and people can't hear me. So I don't think people can hear me very well when the phone is in here either if I'm doing a video chat or anything like that. So this is nice. It's got a little built-in wrist rest. If you look, it's kind of cute too. I like that it's gray. It's a neutral. It kind of blends into the decor out here. If I ever come out here and work, I can just kind of sit like this. And I don't know how I feel about this quite yet. A lot of the lap desks I've had and used have this padding completely covering the lap part of the lap desk. So sometimes it kind of puts it at an awkward angle if I'm like laying back, or even sometimes sitting like this with my legs crossed, because one leg might sit a little higher than the other, then it creates this weird kind of slant. Hear me? But let's get on to the next item. And the next item is actually kind of two items, because I have two different things that I use these for. So the first one, this is the M Stand Mobile Rain Design, and this is just a holder for my phone. I would show you, but and filming on my phone. And this is the M Stand Tablet Plus, and this is what I usually use for my iPad. Sometimes I also do use it for my phone, and the reason being, this one, the Tablet Plus, actually moves. You can adjust the angle at which your tablet or your phone is sitting, and that's nice because this one sits a little bit too high for my phone. Maybe if you have the Mini or the Pro or just the 12 or any other smaller generation besides that, the angle might be better for you. But for me, it's a little too high. It kind of makes it look like you're looking up my nose, in my opinion, sometimes. Or it kind of cuts me at an odd angle, so I look like a floating head. And I don't like that. But what I do like is that there are the circles in the back, so that way you can route cables through them, but also that this piece right here is open, so when you do have something plugged in, like your phone or your iPad to charge, you can easily just pick it up and change the orientation from portrait to landscape. And I like that because I do have another one. I sound like a hoarder. I promise, I'm trying to be better. I'm really trying. But I do tend to go through multiple items until I find the right one. So maybe a friend will be getting the other one. But what the other stand I have, which I won't mention because I kind of recommend it, I don't recommend it, I like this better, is that this part here is closed. So once you're plugged in, you're going to have to fiddle with the charging cable, pull it out, and then change the orientation. What's nice is that this is just free flowing and you can just change from portrait to landscape, landscape to portrait. And that may not make a big difference to some people, but to me, I kind of like efficiency. I like being able to do things really quickly and not have to keep changing things or fiddling with things and moving them around. So this is super duper helpful compared to other products that kind of do the same thing. Okay, so now let's talk about it. The big boy, the elephant in the room. This is my solution for a few things. The first one is I don't like those virtual backgrounds that never really seem to move with your body movements or that never really look that great if you move a little too fast. And it also solves people just being nosy. So if you see, I do have family photos behind me. I have some to the side of me. I don't know if I'll crop those out yet or not. But the ones you see above me are pretty typical. I'm not taking them off the wall or doing anything extra when I have a meeting because I ain't got time for it. I just don't. And sometimes, you want to keep your home as your safe space or as far away from work as possible, because if you're like me, you compartmentalize. My home is my home, my work is my work. Sometimes that may overlap, but for right now, I prefer to keep as much distance between the two as I can. Everyone talks about having a work-life balance. If you really enjoy your work, you might not mind things spilling over into one another, but I do caution not to let too much. Okay, so here we had some audio problems, but I was just saying that you don't want too much spillage of your work life into your personal life, and you want to kind of keep an air of separation here. This also helps me hide my laundry or just anything in the background that I feel I don't need my coworker seeing. I don't need my boss seeing. I don't really care to get that deep, and I don't like people in my life that much. I have a small group of friends. I like to keep it that way. And this is a screen. This is a screen, and the idea actually came from my mom, who is a wealth of information. I hope to have her on the channel at some point. She's a little camera shy, but I promise you she is amazing. And moving all this other stuff over. And this screen is wonderful. It's huge. I will unfold it if I can. You won't see all of it unfolded because of how close I am to the camera right now. But what I like about it is it's just pretty. It's pretty and it maintains some privacy. Can you see me in here? Can you see me in here? Can you see me in here? I'm back here, I promise. But it's nice. It's nice to have. I knocked something over. But it's nice to have a little bit of privacy, and it also inadvertently, I'm sure, blocks out extra noise from the background if you're in a noisy environment, or even if you're like me and working from bedroom. Okay, so it's nice because as you saw when I unfolded it, it's nice and big. It works best, I think, the closer you are to the camera with it behind you. That way you don't get spillage of your whole surroundings. But I will say it's nice because it also kind of blocks out external noise or just background noise. I think that's inadvertent. I don't think that that's an advertised perk of this, but it also just looks pretty. It looks professional. It doesn't detract from what you're saying, what you're working on, what you're doing. And I feel like it also helps, at least in my case, because it's bright white, like white. It helps lighten up the room for me. Because I sit in kind of a dark corner of my room, just the way that my windows are set up. The light overhead and the light strip behind my desk don't illuminate me enough. So when I have on my desk lamp that I have strategically a little bit above my desk itself and shine that on me, I think that this helps reflect some of that light, or some of the light just bounces off of it. I'm not well versed in lighting, so if you know better, correct me. But it does play nicely with my lack of lighting in my darker corner, and I think that that really helps with meetings, video meetings in particular, so that people can see me and hear me. Okay, I might have lied. I said I had 3 things. I have one, which is kind of a bonus item. I got this tripod. I know. Why do I need a tripod for not filming? But hear me out. When I have meetings with my therapist, I'm usually taking them on my phone because my phone just has a better camera overall. That, if I'm on a FaceTime call, if I'm with my girls, having like a girls chat or a happy hour with them, this is nice to have. I don't have the piece that connects for a smartphone on it right now, but it's nice because it's just a little stand and it sits. Your phone can go in portrait mode, or if you shift it over this way, I think. I can't do it. There we go. Or if you shift it over this way, the way it holds the phone, you can have it in portrait mode. And it's just nice because it stabilizes your phone for you, so you don't have to sit there holding your phone like this or trying to find something on your desk to hold it on. Why I like this is because, again, the angle of this doesn't adjust. But even if it did adjust, sometimes I just like to take calls from my bed. Again, my West Coast office. Or even if I'm out here in my living room, I like to take calls and just throw this on the coffee table / ottoman that we have. And it's just a great way to take calls, take FaceTimes, take, what's the other thing called now? Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh. What is that thing called? House party. And it's a great way to take house party calls. It's also just cool if you're watching something and just want to prop your phone up real quick, or you're if you're like me on Clubhouse just listening to something, you want to keep your phone in sight, maybe that's what you use it for. It's just a great little tool. You can adjust it height-wise because you can bend these. I always get a little bit mad at myself. I've already bent them a ton of times, but because I can never really bend them to where they're straight again, and that irks the perfectionist in me. But hey, we all have our quirks. So with that, those are the 4 things that have made working from home and just life virtually, I guess, a lot easier or better and more efficient, I'll say. This screen helps me so I don't have to rush to try and clean up or figure out what needs to be in the background or not if I'm in my bedroom, if there's anything out here on my couch that doesn't need to be here, or if just my wall looks a little dirty. If you have the baseboard heaters, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it has just been the best purchase by far. I love the lap desk. I love these holders, and I love this tripod, but by far, if I could recommend anything, it would be this screen. Maybe not this screen if it doesn't fit the aesthetic of your home or your room or your life, but I think the screen was really the game changer for me. If you follow me on Instagram, I take pictures in front of it. It's my backdrop because in New York it is freezing outside. I'm not really ready for the outside picture life, but this is the best. This is the number 1 purchase, and I definitely recommend it and everything else. So thank you for watching, and I so appreciate you and your support. And again, if you like the video, share it, subscribe, do whatever it is that you want to do if you want to see more of me, my couch, and this space. Thanks.